Good morning, respected employers, my HR fraternity friends and colleagues, and cross-functional friends and colleagues. In my last 3 videos, I have talked about transforming family-run business or family-run organization into a high-performing enterprise. Today, I have thought of maybe in my 3 videos I have made so much of or I have given so much of information right from beginning to end, which I felt need to be consolidated for recapping by my viewers and listeners of the video, so that the total conception which I wanted to share becomes transparent, becomes apparent, and becomes value oriented to look into for transforming the owner driven family run organization into a professionally run high performing enterprises. In my first video, I have talked about 20 challenges which the family run or owner driven companies or the business houses have been facing, which need to be addressed to go ahead with. In my second video, I have given what is the right time to go for transformation of family run business into higher level of professionalization, and for that I have given 3 stages. One is new way in the existing organization, 2 old versus new conflicts, alignments, so and so forth, and 3 high performing enterprises. All these 3 stages are very much critical and very much strategic, as also very much challenging in operations towards achieving the goal of transformation. In my third video, I have shared 9 ways to transform the family run organization, overcoming the second phase or second stage into a professionally driven high performing enterprise. Having said this, what I mean to say is what is required to do, what are the things to do, and how to go ahead with stage by stage, step by step, meeting the challenges, overcoming the challenges, converting the challenges into opportunities, converting the threats into opportunities, and go ahead with. So, for doing this, I have many times might have mentioned that it is not possible for taking up this huge assignment, which may take years together to shape into the terminal shape of high performing enterprises, and it's a continuous process, long process, ongoing process, which has to be followed in later end spirit for not only going for but also sustaining for as well. For this, if a family run business has taken as a principle, has taken as a policy, has taken as a vision and mission to transform their organization into professionalization followed by high performing organization, they need to assess the 3 dimensions of diagnostic studies. Number 1 is business studies, diagnostics of business of the business of the business. That means which business an organization is in, what is the prospect, what are the possibilities of horizontal and vertical integration, what are the possibilities of diversification, what are the possibilities of mergers and acquisitions, so on and so forth. So in and out, business of the business has to be diagnosed very categorically and analytically, so that top management or the owner driven organization owners and the entrepreneurs can and have been very much confident of their future vision and mission in regard to their businesses. The second is diagnosis of entire organization as of now. That diagnosis has to have a organizational health, organizational climate, organizational environment, people orientations, people mindset, people culture, people origin, and also what are the other dimensions and variables of organization, which could be dimension wise, maybe 30, 35 or 40, variable wise maybe hundreds, 100 plus, so and maybe more than that. So organization health survey, organization survey has to be done, followed by business survey. Third is, and most important, is maybe the owners or the top management's individual self-diagnosis in terms of managerial, in terms of leadership, in terms of ownership, in terms of their self philosophy, self principles, self motivation, self target, self objectives, self actualization motivations, so on and so forth, so that they know themselves well, which they cannot do themselves. That needs to have a very much proficient questionnaire based diagnostic study for self evaluation by and through the process of diagnosis, so that the owner and or the top management can understand their weakness, their thought by itself. What are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what are their threats, and what are their opportunities to grow before they go into the process of organizational transformation. Because self transformation comes first, then the organization, and then the business. So I have shared in this video the consolidation of my earlier 3 videos on transformation of family run business into a professionally run high performing organization. The first step, again I repeat, self evaluation of the owners, of the top management, or who are of the directors, wherever they are there, followed by business diagnosis, and followed by organizational diagnosis, out and out, with all the dimensions and variables of all the 3 diagnostic studies. For this, sincere suggestion is to take an expert advisor, expert consultant as an independent, who will have the authority, who will have the liberty, who will have the confidence, who will have the encouragement, who will have the experience to ask the questions out and out, whether it is liking, disliking, believing, not believing, whatsoever. And entrepreneurs has to give very much in-depth look into the surveys and the survey results, and accordingly they should prepare a roadmap for themselves, roadmap for the business, roadmap for the organization. Hopefully I could have been able to convince my viewers and uh, listeners of my video, being the entrepreneurs, being the owners of the business houses, to think through, so that conceptually you are very much clear of the future roadmap to prepare, then plan out, then go for action planning and implementation. Saying this, I am concluding this video, and with this video I am concluding my opinion, my views, my experiences, and my wise suggestions for the entrepreneurs to take a in-depth look into the three phases and three diagnostic processes, diagnostic areas, what and where and how to go ahead with in future for transforming the business into a professionally run, a high performing enterprise for survival, growth, sustenance across centuries and centuries. Thank you very much. In description part, I have given little more detail of it, because I have already given in other earlier videos. So my sincere suggestion to go on to this and think through, if possible, take a meeting, take an in-house discussion on all the points, and try to take a stock of the present position, present situation, present environment, and forthcoming environment, and what you envisioning for the future. Thank you very much.